Asparagus, absolutely the king of vegetables. Now asparagus, us Americans usually waste a lot by not really knowing how to treat the asparagus. And here you see me peeling the asparagus, snapping the ends off, and the debris over here I save because with that I'm going to make soup. And with the other asparagus, we shall cook in just plain boiling water with a touch of salt. The work I'm doing here may seem arduous, but believe me, it's well worth the effort because you'll really enjoy asparagus like you've never enjoyed it before. Now you can have the asparagus cold, serve it with vinaigrette, mayonnaise, aioli, or you can have it hot and serve it with melted butter, hollandaise or béarnaise sauce. All these are wonderful. And there's other things to do which we will show you later on. Milanese is a very good one, and I shall show you that because it's a favourite of mine, and my son, we both enjoy it quite often. Hi there, here we are again, and we have the asparagus all peeled. Now this is the way to do it. You get the asparagus and just tap them down on the table so that they're all even. Then we will take a piece of string and we will wrap it around the asparagus and tie them into bundles like this. Now then, the asparagus are like this. Here's what you do. These are all nice and even. You've got somebody coming for dinner, you want to make a nice presentation. You cut these ends off. Now these ends we will cook and we will use them in a salad. Maybe later on in the week. Just keep them in the refrigerator. There's your asparagus ready to cook. The water is about to boil and the asparagus is all tied up ready to go into the water. This is the amount of salt that you should put in for this amount of water that you see here. I will throw these pieces of debris into the water. We will drop the asparagus in. Now you see the water here is on a rapid boil. This is important as it keeps the water circulation around the asparagus even though that they're tied up. The amount of time that this needs to be in here is about 4 to 5 minutes according to the thickness of the asparagus. It's very important that the asparagus should be thicker than pencils if you want to enjoy asparagus as it should be enjoyed. Here we have ice here, and we're going to put some water in there. So we can rapidly cool down the asparagus and retain the bright green colour. The asparagus are now ready, and you see now why we need to put the string in there. There's the asparagus. You just put a little bit more cold water in and leave the asparagus, and they will cool down very rapidly, and they'll be a beautiful bright green. Now with these asparagus that we have kept the debris, which we are going to use for salad, we will strain them. And the reason for straining them is that we will keep the water and reduce it. Now here you have some pieces of asparagus which are excellent for putting in your salad and giving your salad that little nuance that ordinary people don't get to do. The debris that you see here, and now we're going to make the soup for the asparagus. An onion peeled, chop it up roughly, some pieces of unused celery, preferably the outside stalks, a little bit of garlic, probably 3 nice sized cloves, we skin them and we chop them up. Now also you can add some outside lettuce leaves, which gives you excellent flavour to your soup. If you are vegetarian, then you need to go no farther than the ingredients we have here. For people who are not vegetarians, you can add a little bit of chicken base to your soup. Now we're going to start with some olive oil. About 2 tablespoons. And we are going to put it into the pot and saute for a few moments. The asparagus trimmings all go into the pot with this. And you saute it just nice and gently and sweat it down a little bit. Here we are again with the stock from cooking the asparagus, and we're going to add it to the sauteed asparagus and onion and celery that we have in there. We're going to let it cook down and reduce. For myself, I'm going to put a tablespoon of chicken base into the vegetable stock. I'm just going to let it cook down and reduce, and we will finish with a little bit of heavy cream, evaporated milk or regular milk. Here we're going to put some spices in to give the soup some added character. These are herbes de Provence. A little touch of cayenne, and a touch of nutmeg. Notice the rapid boiling of the soup. We're doing this so that we can reduce the stock and bring added flavour to the soup. Here we are. The soup is now ready to put into a Cuisinart or a blender, and it's come down beautifully until all the bread sauce are broken down and wonderful. We're now ready to put the soup into the blender. For a safety measure, I've placed the blender into the sink in case of little accidents, and you won't burn yourself. Everything is out of the pot, as you can see. Now we have the soup inside the blender. I use a Ninja because it's perfect for doing what we are trying to do, and that is to blend all the soup evenly. Okay, now we're going to strain the soup. This is important because you don't want any nasty pieces in your mouth while you're eating it. And because the asparagus are stringy, it has now been strained, and you can see the residue that is left. This is the debris, which you can either use in your garden as a fertilizer or put it into the garbage. Now we're ready to finish the soup. We're going to put in half a pint of light cream, we will bring this back to the boil for sanitary reasons, and it really doesn't need to fully boil. It can come back to 170 degrees. I'm going to thicken this soup with a little bit of xanthan gum, which is mixed with a little bit of sugar. Xanthan gum does not have to be boiled up to thicken. It will thicken of itself naturally. A further point to this is that xanthan gum contains no gluten, so it's very safe for people who want gluten-free foods. Now the soup is finished, and as you can see, it's a very delicate soup. It has a nice thickness to it. The viscosity is perfect. Now, the wonderful thing about asparagus soup is that served cold, it's really delicious. Eat it with a salad and you couldn't have a better lunch. Now here you can see you have a fair amount of soup out of the asparagus. With the ends of the asparagus we cut the tips, and we're going to put it into the soup to finish it off. Or you can individually put it into little soup bowls and then ladle the soup on the top.